Hey loves, welcome back to my channel for another video. If you are new here, I'm Kalesha. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss an upload from me. If you can see by the title of today's video, I'll be sharing with you all some tips for creating healthy, long-lasting habits. And I cannot be more excited for today's video. By popular demand over on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Okay, let's just pause right here for a minute. And please follow me on Instagram, okay? I'm always sharing everything on my stories, okay? And I put a poll up about a month ago almost if you all wanted me to create a video on creating healthy habits, and I got like 100% yes. We need it, sis. Where is it at? Here it is. I'm here by popular demand and by default, because in the last few months I've been making some tiny changes that have gotten me remarkable results thanks to this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Oh my God. He is the genius that inspired today's video. I cannot sit before you acting like I came up with all this, okay? If it wasn't for me reading this book a couple months ago, I'd probably be not as productive as I am today. So if you want tips on how to create healthy, long-lasting habits, stick around for the rest of this video. So before we get into the thick of things, we need to know what a habit is. By textbook, a habit is a routine or behavior performed regularly and in many cases automatically. And we can all attest to there are good habits and there are bad habits. Good habits that if we do perform regularly and automatically would benefit us greatly, right? And then we have bad habits that if we do them all the time, they could ultimately lead to our demise, okay? And we all deal with setbacks, but in the long run, the quality of our lives depend on the quality of our habits. And with the same bad habits, you'll end up with the same results, but with better habits, anything is possible. So I want to share the opening quote of this book that touched me on so many levels, and I quote, "If you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Bad habits repeat themselves, not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." And right now, that quote may go over your head, but by the end of this video, I hope you're one, inspired to buy the book and read it yourself. I'll definitely have it linked down below. But if you don't buy the book, I hope you get a general understanding of the book and how you can implement tiny changes for remarkable results by creating healthy, long-lasting habits. Because we do not rise to the level of our goals, we usually fall to the level of our systems. It's critical that I explain what a goal versus a system is. Goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. And behind every system of actions are a system of beliefs. You have to change your underlying beliefs that leads to your behavior. Trying to create habits by focusing on what you want to achieve makes that habit outcome based. We want to focus on making identity based habits that focus on the person we want to become. For an example, use brushing your teeth as an example. If you're brushing your teeth to achieve fresh breath, that's outcome based. That's an achievement. Fresh breath being that achievement. But if you're brushing your teeth morning and night to prevent periodontal disease, that's being a person that's proactive about your overall health. That is changing who you are or who you want to be. Now that we've gotten our identity check, I want to present you all with what the book identifies as the 4 laws to creating healthy habits, and that is to make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. So let's hop into the first law of making it obvious. First thing you want to do is identify your current habits. This helps you become aware of the habits that you currently have in order to change them. Because duh, change starts with awareness. So make a list. Make a list of all of your current habits and behavior, and I do mean all of them. You wake up in the morning, check my phone, brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed for work, make a smoothie, so on, so on, so on. Next, what you want to do is label them neutral, good, or bad. Neutral would be waking up. You know, that's neutral. You know, it's a good thing, but it's pretty neutral. Checking my phone would be bad. You don't want to do that the first thing in the morning. So checking my phone would be bad. Brushing my teeth is a good thing. Good for my health. Washing my face, neutral. Could go either way, you know. So that's neutral, and then so on and so forth. After you have a list of all of your habits, whether they're good, neutral, or bad, you can do one of two things or both. You can pair a new habit with a current habit. The book identifies this as habit stacking. For an example, after my quiet time and devotion, I will work out. You see how I paired a existing habit of quiet time and devotion with a new habit that I want to implement. And the second thing you can do is intend to implement by pairing a new habit with a specific time and location. For an example, I will work out at 5:45 a.m. in my home office. That way you have the time in which you intend to work out as well as where you intend to work out. The next way to make a habit obvious is to shape your environment. Environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. Think about when you walk into a grocery store. If you want the Simply lemonade that's all the way in the back, but they have some Minute Maid lemonade in front of you, more than likely you're gonna get that Minute Maid lemonade. I know I am, because it's quicker. I just want to be in and out. So my environment had all to do with what I purchased in that moment. Same with your environment around you day to day. A small change in what you see can lead to a big shift in what you do. If you want to make a habit a big part of your life, make it a big cue in your environment. So redesign your environment. For an example, I wanted to be more productive and more creative. So I created this home office space inside of my home to make me feel more productive and more creative. You want to eat healthier? Shop at a different grocery store that only offers healthier foods. Stock your refrigerator and your cabinets with things that are healthy instead of things that are unhealthy. Shape your environment. Another important thing to mention about your environment, you want to avoid mixing the context of one habit with another. For an example, studying while you're in the bed that's meant for sleeping can cause drowsiness and a lack of focus. Working from the couch where you usually watch TV can cause less productivity because that's usually a place where you're spent relaxing and for your personal time. Every habit should have a home. Your desk is meant for working, the couch is meant for watching TV, the bed is meant for sleeping, the kitchen table is meant for eating. Now granted, some things you can kind of shift around. You can eat on the couch sometimes, don't get me wrong, I do. So you'll have a place where you can, you know, give a little bit, but you definitely want every habit to have a home so that you know when you go to this particular spot what you're there for. A stable environment where everything has a place and a purpose is an environment where habits can easily form. The second law for creating healthy, long-lasting habits is to make it attractive. If you want to increase the odds of a behavior happening, make it attractive. You can do this by linking an action that you want to do with an action that you need to do. For an example, I want to watch Netflix, but I need to do laundry and wash dishes. I can link the two. I can sit and do laundry and fold clothes while Netflix is playing on the TV. I can wash dishes while I have my tablet above the sink watching Netflix. So I've paired the two. I'm doing something I want to do with something that I need to do. I want to have girls' night, but I have so many assignments to catch up on. Maybe you can invite your girls over and all of you all can do assignments. That way you're doing something you want to do with something that you need to do. Another way to make a habit attractive is to join a community where your desired behavior is normal. One of the deepest human desires is to belong. We pick up habits from the people around us, whether good or bad. So you may as well hang with people you'd like to imitate. If you want to lose weight, join a gym or a weight loss program. If you want to work on your relationship with Christ, join a life care group or a church or a safe space for men or women like-minded trying to do the same thing. Surround yourself with people who have the habits that you'd like to have yourself. The third law in creating healthy, long-lasting habits is to make it easy. Oh my God. We are motivated to do what is easy. The more energy required from us, the less likely we are to do it. So create an environment where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Prime your environment to make future actions easier. For an example, if you want to cook breakfast in the morning when you get up, go ahead and put the skillet on the stove. Put out the utensils. Know in your head what you want to cook. Put it right on the front top shelf. If you want to exercise, take your equipment out of the closet. Put it on the floor. Go ahead and get your work clothes together. Get your bag together. Already have it in the car. And choose the program and exercises that you're going to be doing before it's time to do them. If you want to eat healthier and save money by not eating out, meal prep on Sunday for easy access to healthy on-the-go meals all week. This is how you prime your environment so that your future actions are easier. Another way to make a habit easy is by using the 2-minute rule. I thought the 2-minute rule was kind of crazy when I first read it, but I promise it makes perfect sense. When you start a new habit, it should take you less than 2 minutes. What? Yeah, right? That sounds crazy, but let me explain. This idea makes your habit easier to start. For an example, I want to read 1 chapter before bed. You should turn that into read 1 page. I need to fold that chair of laundry. Turns into let me fold 1 sock. I want to work out for 30 minutes every day. Turns into let me put on my workout clothes every day. You see where I'm going with this? The point is not to do one thing. The point is to master the habit of showing up. Make it easy to start and the rest will follow. At some point when you sit down to read that chapter and you read 1 page, you're gonna start reading 2 to 3. You may not read the whole chapter for a whole week, but you're showing up every single day by doing that 1 action, and then the rest will follow. The 4th and final law for creating healthy, long-lasting habits is to make it satisfying. We are more likely to repeat a behavior when the experience is satisfying. Okay? To get a habit to stick, you need to feel immediately successful. That's just how we're wired, okay? So give yourself an immediate reward. Now you get to identify what this reward is, but you don't want the reward to cause you to backtrack. For an example, if you went a whole week eating healthy without spending money eating out, you don't want to treat yourself with a bad meal or a week of splurging. You know, it kind of just puts you 10 steps back from where you were going. If you saved a whole bunch of money because you didn't go shopping, you don't want to turn around and reward yourself with the shopping spree. You know, that's not how rewards work. You can reward yourself with free time. You can reward yourself with a bubble bath. You can reward yourself with whatever you feel is a reward, but you don't want that reward to negate everything you just worked so hard to achieve, if that makes sense. So another way to make a habit satisfying is to keep track of them. One of the most satisfying feelings is the feeling of progress. Chef's kiss. We all love making progress, no matter what it is. So use a calendar to cross off each day you stick to your routine. Habit tracking is powerful because it makes a behavior obvious, attractive, and satisfying. What's obvious about habit tracking? Recording your last action, creates a trigger for your next action. And habit tracking keeps you honest. There's no way you can say, well, at least this, or I did this in my head. No. If you're tracking that habit on a calendar and you see you skipped a day, you skipped a day. It ain't telling yourself whatever you tell yourself. It keeps you honest. So we want to be people with integrity. What's attractive about habit tracking? When we get a signal that we are moving forward, we are more motivated to continue down that path. Each small win feeds our desire. And what's so satisfying about habit tracking? Because we want to make identity-based habits and not achievement or outcome-based habits, habit tracking keeps you focused on the process instead of the results. Now that we know the 4 laws of creating good habits, making it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, I want to mention how having an accountability partner is useful. Knowing that someone is watching can be a powerful motivator. You are not only failing to uphold your promises to yourself, but you fail to uphold your promises to someone else. And whether you want to admit it or not, we care about what others think of us. And we don't want them to have a lesser opinion of us. So if we are held accountable by a friend or a family member, we're more than likely to keep our vow to ourselves and them, because it could distort their view of us. And who really wants that, okay? We want to look a lot better than we actually are most times, okay? So I know y'all can agree with me on how useful it is to have an accountability partner, and not just anyone. Someone that's going to hold you to your word, okay? You want someone that's going to actually hold you accountable, okay? Someone's opinion that you actually value. So as I bring this video to a close, I just want to encourage you and uplift you by letting you know that you get to wake up every single day and choose the person you want to be. Stop reminding yourself of who you used to be and speak to who you want to be. Free will is a gift from God, y'all. It's a gift. Choose wisely. Will you be the type of person that seizes the opportunity or just casually watch it pass you by? I want you to comment down below and let me know the type of person that you're going to be today. After you've watched these videos, you have the tips to create healthy, long-lasting habits, and share this video with a friend. Everybody can use some tips on creating healthy, long-lasting habits. So I hope this video has helped you in some form or fashion. Be sure to let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you're notified on my next upload. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be encouraged until my next one, and I'll see you then. Bye, love.